brothers and sisters. Hello, beloved. We are back again. Yes, we are back again with our series, Single Woman in Ministry. Single Woman and Ministries. Yes, we are back again. How are you, my beloved sisters? How are you doing? How was your weekend? May God bless you. May God give you the grace to continue life in your ministries. Yes, today we're going to talk about a powerful woman in ministry. Yes, we're going to talk about a powerful woman in ministries. And we find that woman in the book of Ruth. That's why we said, yes, the great Ruth in ministry. A powerful woman in ministry. Her ministry started right there. Yes, her ministry started right there with her mother-in-law. The reason why we said Ruth was a woman in ministry and she was a powerful woman in ministry is just because, like, the way Ruth embraced her mother-in-law, but she decided to just take herself out of her comfort zone and follow her mother-in-law. Bingo, that's her ministry. That's the woman ministry. No, not only she has a ministry, she was a single woman in ministry because she was a widow. This is how her ministry started. I'm so sorry. Ruth doesn't know where Naomi was going, but Ruth decided to follow Naomi wherever she's going. She devoted herself in that particular ministry as a woman, as a single woman, to follow her mother-in-law. So Ruth was paying attention of her mother-in-law and of her family. That's what I think myself. That's the reason why she made the decision to follow her mother-in-law, because she knows that, again, with her mother-in-law, she will not be lost. So Ruth took the decision and become, a godly woman. Ruth took the decision to become a godly woman of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is how her ministry started. Her ministry did not start in the pulpit, but her ministry started in the household. Remember again, we're talking about the single woman in ministries. So this particular ministry of Ruth started in the household. How Ruth approached the family and how Ruth decided to make the best of her in that family. And then that's how she began her ministry. Her ministry was nurturing her mother-in-law. Her ministry was helping her mother-in-law. Her ministry was being with her mother-in-law no matter what the situation. So, as women in ministry, our ministry can start from our own household or somebody else's household. How we pitch in, how we devoted ourselves to be a faithful member of the family. So we call Ruth a powerful woman in ministry. Because ministry is not only in the pulpit, we talk about it already. Ministry is everywhere else. And then Ruth was so devoted, she become great. She become great. No matter what I believe that the woman was saying in the neighborhood, in Bethlehem, what is she doing here? Why she's here? You know how women, when you are a brand new person who come in, they're trying to check you out. So they were checking Ruth out, but Ruth stayed steadfast. This is a powerful woman in ministry. Ruth stays steadfast. Ruth didn't care about what people were gonna say about her. She told Naomi, your God will be my God. Wherever you are, I'll be there with you, no matter what the situation. This is a great example of women in ministry. This is a great example of women who's trying to find what kind of ministry should I do. You can be in your house. You can be, in somebody's house. You're giving you a place to live or whatever it is. and you can begin your ministry there. And when God sees you doing your ministry, you're not asking to be in the pulpit until He told you. Then He will bless you. And that's how I would become a wife again. Think about it. Ruth's husband died. She decided to go back with her mother-in-law. She decided to left everything. Everything. Remember, they were living in the country of Moab. They were living in the state of Moab, if you want to say it that way, together. But remember, Ruth came from Moab. That's her motherland. So she decided to just leave her motherland. She decided to stay out of her comfort zone and go with her mother-in-law in Bethlehem. She decided to embrace the God that her mother-in-law had. She decided to embrace everything. Listen, the decision was in Ruth's hand. We're talking about Ruth now. We're not talking about anybody, the other daughter-in-law. So we're going to stick to Ruth. So she decided to go. And then I don't think she knows what she was going to get, what she was going to face. But she did take the decision. She started that ministry there and said, I'll be with my mother-in-law. Ministries is everywhere. Women's in ministry. Single woman in ministry. And while Ruth become a single in the neighborhood, then she became a married woman in the neighborhood at the same time. And not only a particular marriage, not only just a simple marriage. She became the wife of the great of the great. She became the wife of the great. And her mother-in-law blessed her. And her mother-in-law blessed her son. This is what it is in women's ministry, no matter what. People saying you don't belong if you are, a single woman in ministry, you're not married or your husband died or you divorced, you stick to what God told you to do. And at the end of the day, God will reward you. Ruth said to her mother-in-law, don't urge me to leave you or to turn back on you or to turn back on you. It's a demand. It's something that Ruth did that because she knows that her mother-in-law was telling her it's okay, it's fine. Because Naomi didn't even know what she's gonna find there, where she's gonna go, because she left the Bethlehem for a long time. But Ruth devoted himself. It's a ministry. It's a ministry. It's a true ministry. When a woman just devoted themselves, she did not take no for an answer. She wanted to go with her mother-in-law. She said, let's read the whole thing. But Ruth replied, don't urge me to leave you and turn my back from you. Where you go, I will go. And where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you go, I will go. And where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. So Ruth already left everything. Ruth accepted to follow the God of Naomi. So that's a ministry. The beginning of the ministry is accepting to follow the God of Naomi. And she started the ministry there. And alongside of her mother-in-law, she was there nurturing her mother-in-law, be with her mother-in-law, help her mother-in-law. And after that, the blessing comes. This is us women in ministry. I encourage you, my sisters. It doesn't matter. Ruth did not think about, let me stay in my country and maybe I might find a better man. I might find a great man to marry again. No, she did not think like that. She said to her mother-in-law, where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people. That's the reason why when Ruth get into Bethlehem, no matter what people were saying about her, no matter how she think, no matter how desperate she was, no matter how discouraged she was, but she moved forward. She stayed alongside of her mother and helped her mother. That's a ministry. Yeah. Would become a woman of faith. Because she knows that this family loved the Lord. They love the God of Abraham and Jacob. And she also sees that there is an example between her God and her mother-in-law God. She sees the differences between her God and her mother-in-law God. The decision that she made is just because now she knows that she will be better off with her mother-in-law, because where her mother-in-law will be, because her mother-in-law is serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, she knows that that's where the blessing's gonna be. That's a smart woman in ministry. Yes, she lost her husband. Yes, she lost everything, but she knows that there is hope. As a single woman in ministry, look where the hope is. Stay steadfast. Don't get discouraged. Even if you get in a neighborhood, even if you get in a place in the church that where you look like you are a stranger, don't worry. Your blessing is just behind you. I encourage you to continue watching, like, and subscribe. I love you. God bless.